It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Today's video is something I found and it's very unique and it's very cool, and I hope you guys share this out because just totally neat, and it's totally different from what we normally do, but it deals with the Andy Griffith Show characters and actors. Anyway, what we're looking at is 10 Mayberry residents you never noticed in movies that were made in the 1980s. Let's take a look. We're going to start with Doug Darlin in Popeye. The musical Darlin clan occasionally came down from the mountains to entertain viewers with their cheerful bluegrass. Banjo-plucking brother was played by Doug Dillard, part of the real-world musical act of Dillards, who portrayed the sons of Briscoe Darlin. Doug's furious fingers could be seen working his banjo again in another slice of nostalgia in the live-action adaptation of Popeye with Robin Williams. Ella Carson in Body Heat, 1981. A steamy erotic thriller might be the last place you'd expect to find one of Aunt Bee's friends. Nevertheless, his Southern noir with William Hurt and Kathleen Turner found a small role for Ruth Tom. Best recognized as Mayberry's own Ella Carson, as well as Myrtle and Maggie Peters. In Body Heat, spot her early on as Mrs. Singer, one of Hurt's clients. It was her only screen role following her time in Mayberry. Millie in My Tutor in 1983. The R-rated comedy My Tutor was one of the many teen sex romps so common in that era, somewhere between Porky's and Loverboy. Knockoff Tom Cruise named Matt Latanzi, also Olivia Newton-John's first husband, stars in the flick as Bobby Crystal, a Randy student in need of a French tutor. Look for the scenes with Bobby's mom. She's played by Arlene Golonka, better known as Millie on The Andy Griffith Show, and Mayberry RFD. Howard Sprague would blush at seeing his beloved bakery girl in such a movie. Ernest T. Bass in Splash in 1984. Ron Howard transitioned from young sitcom star to Hollywood titan throughout the 80s. The budding director evolved from adult comedy and Night Shift to family drama like Parenthood in 89. Along the way, you could count on former Opie Taylor to hire some Mayberry folk. Splash, Howard's first great film, featured Tom Hanks, John Candy, and Eugene Levy. Keep your eyes peeled for the latter's mentor, Dr. Zedell. He's played by Howard Morris. He is the one who suggests throwing water on the mermaid. Ernest T. Bass might have done the same. Leon in Gung Ho in 86. Of course, Ron Howard frequently offered roles to his younger brother, Clint Howard. The two grew up together on the Andy set. Clint played the silent, sandwich-loving cowboy Leon. Clint could be seen in Night Shift, Splash, and Cocoon, not to mention Ron's next hit, the blue-collar Michael Keaton comedy Gung Ho. Sporting a mustache and a pirate helmet, Clint plays one of the auto workers. Mayor Stoner in License to Drive in 88. When not voicing the Keebler Elf in cookie commercials, Parley Bear took the rare live-action role. Particularly fond of his presence in License to Drive, the Corey Haim and Corey Feldman vehicle about teens having a night out in Grandpa's beloved automobile. Bear plays Grandpa. He utters his line, "Where's the caddy?" as soon as he comes home in the end. Cadillac, of course, is toast. Otis Camboy in 18 Again in 1988. George Burns had a late renaissance in the 80s as the elder cigar-chomping comedian turned his unexpected comeback, Oh God, into a brand of light-hearted comedy fantasy. 18 Again was one of the many body swap movies that were implicated popular at the time, alongside Vice Versa, Like Father, Like Son, Dream a Little Dream. Burns plays a man who switches bodies with his grandson. Look for Hal Smith, a.k.a. Mayberry Town Drunk Otis, as one of his pals, Irv, playing lawn games later in the movie. Malcolm Merriweather's in 18 Again. Bernard Fox was the Brit who turned up in Mayberry from time to time. Coincidentally, he also had a role in 18 Again. Miss Rosemary in Pretty Woman, 1990. Yep, Pretty Woman hit theaters in March of '90, but the film was produced in the '80s. All you have to do is look at the haircuts and shoulder pads to suss that out. Also, look for an elder matron in the opera scene. She's played by Amesy Strickland, who had a handful of roles on The Andy Griffith Show. Fans likely best remember her as Miss Rosemary in the early tale Andy the Matchmaker. Later, she played Myra Tucker and a couple of other characters. Ellie Walker in Pretty Woman. From Walker's drugstore to an upscale department store. Yep, there is another, more familiar Mayberry face in Pretty Woman, none other than Ellie Walker. Sheriff Andy's first lover can be found about 45 minutes into the film, helping Julia Roberts class up her wardrobe. It's hard to believe she is 30 years older here. There you go. I thought this was extremely cool. And I hope you do as well. I hope you find it cool enough to share out too. Because this is new. This is something new, so please share it out and let's get some more people to checking it out because I like it. Please check out Classic Rock and Country Music Facts and Trivia, and check out Classic TV Facts and Trivia. Head on over there. Please subscribe. Have a great day. God bless. Don't forget trivia question, and I'll be praying for you.